Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Toby. Toby is the English short form of Tobiah/Tobias. Tobias is the Greek form of the Hebrew Tobiah, Tobiah, meaning Yahweh is good. Since the Middle Ages, the name has mainly been associated with the biblical tale Tobias and the angel which appears in the Apocrypha, Book of Tobit. In the story, Tobias is the son of Tobit, a rich and righteous Jew who goes blind after bird droppings fall into his eyes. The archangel Raphael, disguised as a man, accompanies Tobias on a journey to retrieve money for Tobit. With the aid of the angel, Tobias returns from his travels triumphantly, a rich man with a new wife on his arm after defeating an evil demon. He also brings Tobit an ointment, fish gallbladder, which, after rubbed into his eyes, miraculously cures his blindness and restores his eyesight. As a result of Tobias' heroic deeds and the popularity of this story in medieval times, the name came into wider usage. It was also the name of an early 4th century Roman soldier who was martyred for his Christian beliefs, along with 5 other soldiers, all of whom were burned at the stake. Tobias is another example of one of the lesser prominent biblical names adopted and popularized by the Protestants after the Reformation. Toby is the English diminutive but has since become an independently given name in its own right. In fact, Toby is a pretty high ranking in both England and Australia today. Personality of the boy named Toby. The number 8 personality has everything to do with power, wealth, and abundance. Somehow, this personality has been blessed on the material plane, but their authoritative and problem-solving traits provide evidence that their good fortunes are not just the luck of the lottery. They are well-earned. This is the personality of CEOs and high-ranking military personnel. 8s are intensely active, hard-driving individuals. Success is only meaningful to them after a job well done. They are remarkable in their ability to see the larger picture right down to the smallest details, and organize a strategy around success. They then have the ability to direct a group around them toward any goal, and realize individual potential to get the most out of their team. Popularity of the boy named Toby. Technically, Toby is considered a unisex name, at least in the United States, although it's much more commonly bestowed on baby boys than girls. For the most part, Toby first appeared on the American male naming charts in 1934. For the next 40 years, the name would show slow and steady growth in usage until hitting his peak popularity in 1975 at position number 190 on the charts. So the highest Toby ever managed was achieving a spot on the top 200 list. In the meantime, Toby appeared on the girls' chart in 1933 but constantly struggled to maintain even the lightest feminine usage. In fact, the last year the female Toby saw the charts was 1975, the same year that the male Toby was at the height of his usage. Obviously, American parents of baby girls just gave up, accepting the fact that the masculine Toby dominated. Toby still retains a gender-neutral quality, but parents just don't use it frequently enough on their daughters to show up on the charts. As a result, most people think of Toby as a guy's name. Either way, Toby is a casual, informal, and relaxed name, so we weren't surprised to see that it's so popular down under in Australia. Quick facts on Toby. Gender, boy. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 550. Pronunciation, Toeb. Simple meaning, God is good. Characteristics of Toby. Tenacious, authoritative, powerful, achiever, tough, wealthy, problem solver. Cultural references to the baby name, Toby. Literary characters of the baby name Toby. Sir Toby Belch is one of the most memorable of Shakespeare's characters, appearing in the 1601-2002 comedy, Twelfth Night. He is the uncle of the Countess, Olivia, and one of the authors of the comic subplot that has Malvolio, Olivia's steward, convinced she is secretly in love with him. Toby breaks all the rules of polite society, and keeps things moving all along. He would be the leader of the frat house in modern times. He lives to party, and that includes dancing and singing, eating and drinking, and, well, belching. He is impatient with Olivia for her endless mourning for her brother. He wants to get on with life, which means partying some more. His trick on Malvolio puts him in a good mood, as Malvolio is most disapproving of Toby and his lifestyle. At the same time as he is directing his pranks, he is also plotting to have his niece marry his good friend, so he may be assured of continuing his freeloading life in her household and at her expense. All in all, memorable he may be, but probably rather trying after a while. We will say this for him, though, unlike so many of Mr. S.'s characters, he remains a man through and through, no posturing or false identity for him. And when he's ready to marry, he cuts to the chase. He is to marry, most democratically, Maria, Olivia's maid, not some boy posturing as a woman. Upon Maria he lavishes his fondest praise. She's a beagle, true bred, for that matter, so is our Sir Toby. 12th Night. Popular songs on Toby. Toby Take a Bow, a song by Cassioton for the painfully alone. Toby, a song by Against All Authority. Famous people named Toby. Toby Gad, music producer. Toby Stevens, actor. Toby Jones, actor. Toby Keith, musician.